So 24-6, Coach, you're down there in the middle of third quarter. You're coming back, and I know you're, as you would imagine, pretty emotional after that game on Saturday night. And now that you had a couple of days to soak in and looked at the film and everything else, talk about what was the turning point, or was there a turning point that you see in that second half that lead that comeback?
Well, it started at halftime, and our kids were disappointed on the performance the first half, and having those 3 turnovers really hurt us. But our kids were determined to come out a totally different team, and they did that. I think one of the turning points that our guys thought that we might have a chance is the pass that Dakari caught when the kid tipped it up in the air, and we all felt good about it. And then they turn around and they have a 62-yard touchdown run, and so then you're back going, oh well, here we go. But our kids, we a couple years ago in those kind of situations, our kids, unfortunately expected things to happen like that. We have a totally different team of great characters on our squad, and then they kept fighting, and good things kept happening. And our defense was, a couple plays here and there, we would have shut them down. But, I felt good about our performance and our offense, and we all knew that eventually something good was going to happen.
I don't know how many times, at least 4 or 5 times the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game, I said, oh, if they don't do this, probably over. If they don't do this, probably going to lose. I mean, it seemed like over and over you guys just would not give up.
No, and like I said, that shows the character and the leadership of our team, and it starts with our 16 seniors that we have, and our 5 captains. They do a great job, and I even think it goes back to last year. We were in games like that, and unfortunately, towards the end, some of those didn't go our way. But if you look at the way this ended, we had some good luck on our side, and it turned out to be very beneficial.
So is that the culture that you have created there, Coach? I mean, as you were saying, in the past, a lot of the guys would probably just not cash it in, I guess you'd say, but maybe realize, I don't think we're going to pull this off.
Well, I think that, when I first got here, there was teams that our guys just expected not to beat.
Right.
And now, if you look back at last year, just our games up against WT, losing in the last second, Tarleton last year, our kids knew that they could compete. And they understood, okay, we made a couple of mistakes. If we don't make those mistakes, we beat them.
Right.
I think our kids understand that. And, going back to Midwestern, beating them, we hadn't won against Midwestern in a long time. I think we gained some confidence. And so even though that we were down 24-6, our kids still had confidence and knew that we could get this done. And, they just kept fighting, and things kept happening in our favor. We got some good calls. And some good breaks, but that's a part of football, and you got to take advantage of those.
All right, a couple more thoughts of Will Wagner, head coach of Angelo State. How sweet was it to beat Tarleton State?
Well, just to see our kids and the reaction that they have, to see Dr. May on the sideline going nuts, that means a lot. And it means a lot to our seniors, too, who have never beaten Tarleton. I feel great for those kids. It means a lot. It means a lot to this program. And it just, emphasizes what we're doing is right, and we're going in the right direction. And so we got a big game this weekend, and our kids are focused, and they understand what's on line.
Now, was that a cherry on top because you beat them in their house?
Definitely. Anytime and we've done that twice this year. We've had 2 big wins, teams that we hadn't beaten in a long time, and we beat them both at their place, and so it's very rewarding that way. But we understand that Midwestern's got revenge on their mind. They want to do the same thing to us when they come here this weekend.
Right. So before I got someone got to play for you, got a special treat for you. Before I do that, so I put this on Facebook. My first game at Angelo State in October 2001 was at Tarleton, and the Rams lost, I think, 41-7. And since then, 12 straight losses to Tarleton State. So the monkey was I feel like it was on my back, because ever since I've been to ASU, we've never beat Tarleton. So we're in the broadcast booth, and my broadcast partner, Daniel Ramirez, over here. During the second half, he's freaking out. He's flailing his arms up. He's grabbing. He literally took off his headset one time and started throwing it around. So at the last, I want everybody to hear this last highlight of the game. This is the interception by Fred Lawrence. And you can hear Daniel in the background. having a cow, I think literally. We were a little bit excited to get that first win over Tarleton since 2000.
3rd down and 15 at the Rams 31. Takes the snap, looking middle, throws middle. It's knocked down and intercepted. It's intercepted by the Rams. It's Rams football with 3 seconds to go. They are celebrating, going crazy on the sideline. And actually that was Fred Lawrence. Fred Lawrence with the interception, and Angelo State wins it. Daniel's going crazy here in the press box. What a win by the Rams. 34-31 over Tarleton State. And ASU is coming back home, baby. They are going to host a playoff game next Saturday.
There we go. Anyways, that was fun. That was fun. He still, his heart's still beating pretty heavy. All right, so Coach, Midwestern State, 7 o'clock, and I guess my thing is, and I'm sure you're the same way, I know a lot of fans have been to games this year at ASU, but if there's ever a game to go to, it's this one this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. It's a huge game for our program, a huge game for our kids to be back home and host the first semifinal game for this LSC playoff championship. And so it means a lot for our kids. And we were fired up with the crowd that we had Saturday at Tarleton. We thought we had a great support there. And, hopefully we can pack the stadium because they do help our kids. They feed off the energy. They help distract the other offense. And so we encourage everyone to come out on Saturday night at 7 p.m. Come over to Ram Jam starting early. Get loud, get proud, and wear blue.
There we go. Good pep talk. How about a hand for head coach of ASU football, Will Wagner?